Do you know that there are simple things you can do and start making instant money on forex trading? In this video, I'm going to show you one simple thing you would do, and once you do that, you would start making instant money. I'm going to apply a single strategy, that one single indicator that will give you the light to the dark side of forex trading that you have never known. Many people are complaining that GDFS, how do I make $1 in a day? How do I trade and make $1? Now let me show you this. What you'll be needing in this is very simple thing. Now let me show you this. I'm just going to add one single indicator and show you how I'm going to use it now. In my previous videos, I've been talking about this, but I just want to show you how you too can do this with me, right here with me. What I'm adding here is moving average. The last video I made, I used simple moving average. This time I'm going to be using exponential moving average 14 for you to see the same thing as I've been saying it often. Now this time, let me go to 1 minute time frame. Look at what I'm going to do. This is crash 300, and you know how crash 300 is. Now this time I want to be sure that this thing will give me two candles using 50 cents. So how do I do that? Even though that when you check a higher time frame here in this particular circle here, you will notice that the candle is almost done, meaning that moving up again means that it has to cross over to this place. Then here is, these are the key levels that the market, that may be frustrating the market, but the market pushed from here after having these weak rejections, using these engulfing candles to make that strong move. So now that the candle is back on this particular place, is this market going to come down like this to form a weak candle to this point, or is it going to make that such move? Then what is the hope of a common man trading such particular market? Now I don't want to deceive you. I want you to know this. One of the things you will be needing in this particular market, when you go to your 5 minutes time frame, there is one thing that always gives us what we need. Now you have the first weak candle here. Follow this particular strategy and see how it's going to change everything around. You have this particular weak candle up there that the market is retracing in your 5 minutes time frame. The market is coming to the point. Now you have another small distance here showing you that this is where the market was resisted, that once upon a time it resisted it and came to this point and later go over to this point. Now what else am I going to be doing in such a thing? That is why we are here, and that is why you have a person called GDFS. So am I going to enter here for spike? Am I going to enter here for scalping? What am I going to be doing in such a condition? First thing first, like I've said before, there is numerous things to consider in doing this thing. What is the trend of the market? That's number one question you should ask yourself. If you do that, you have started stepping into success. What is the trend of the market? Is the market downtrend or is the market uptrend? Is the market a bullish move? Is the market a bearish move? That is another second question. Then the third question you should be asking yourself is what really is the time of this candle? Is this candle going to trend for how long? When you talk about this, which that will bring you to a higher time frame, at least a similar higher time frame, like 1 hour time frame. So is this candle going to trade? Is this candle going to trade in the next 18 minutes as a bearish? Is this market going to trend as bullish? And so far is on bullish. Then is it going to end up as engulfing candle, so to say, or is it going to end up as a hammer inverted doji or any other thing that this market requires? But you have first considered the trend of the market, which shows that the market is in this direction. The market is pointing in that direction. So before you take a trade, these are some of the few things you should put under consideration. Now when I draw my trend line in this form, I came to realize that the market is partially on this trend from a higher time frame. This is the nature of the market in the higher time frame. So once you have this thing, simply means that from the 4 hours time frame that the market is consolidating. which simply means that every decision that must be taken in this market must be based on what the market is doing from the higher time frame. So what else am I going to be doing in this nature of market? Should I leave the trade? Should I stay off the market, or should I still trade this market? Now let me show you what to do in case you find yourself in this nature. One thing first, go to your market and add MACD. Use a default MACD. When you add MACD, I know I'm showing this because I want you to start making dollars in forex trade. When you add MACD in this market, then you will step down a little bit to your this thing. You step a little bit to your higher time frame. So when you go to your higher time frame, you need to consider the nature of the market. So from here now, what is the market saying? The market is telling us that from the last current market in the now, the market is pointing to a direction showing us that this market is trying to go up, as it is up like this already. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be setting a trade now, but I am expecting this market to drop back once more, and that should happen in the next 1 or 2 minutes time from now. This market should step down a little bit for me to be sure. So how then are you going to be sure that if this thing happens, that you are on the right track? Add moving average 25. Follow this thing and see how you will enter. You know, someone said to me, remember that you are not talking to fools, that you are talking to people. And I said, I know. So when we'll have this, what am I going to be looking at for in this? I once saw this in the market that gave back to this. So what are you going to be doing? Once you have done that, I'll be expecting this market to draw back and come to this point. A little of this to come to this point. Once that happened, then this one will come back a little bit and start retracing. Then with that, I will enter trade immediately. It spike and trying to retrace because 5 minutes is over. Then by so doing, this one is over. So if that didn't happen that way, let me show you. If that didn't happen that way, that is to say that after this candle will be over, then I'll be expecting, because this thing need to come back and rest somewhere here. If that did not happen, that is to say that the candle in 1 hour time frame is taking a strong lead. It's taking a strong lead to cross over to make a very strong decision. I will show you the market I placed under scalping. Let me show you this. It's taking a strong lead, which means that this market will be going to a long journey. Now, having said this and having seen this, you don't need to make such mistake, because a lot of people will jump into the trade and trade here. I can trade here and still close with profit, but I am expecting this thing to drop a little bit back. But that does not mean you should enter for spike. No. You are just allowing this market to test the momentum once again for you to know that, because if this thing will come here, it will make this place a support and give you the strong lead that you want. But if that did not happen, which makes the market a journey of probability. Look at this, it's still pushing. Sometimes you may think that it's not going to pull back. Why you are thinking it's not going to pull back, then you may enter for a scalping. Why immediately you enter, the market will start dropping. Sometimes you may think that it's not going to drop. As you enter for it to drop, the thing will keep going up, 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 up. So from the 4 hours time frame, there is a journey here that we should not joke with. So with this and every other thing, so far so good. Sometimes when we talk, it look as if we don't know what we're saying, but look at this. Just look at what I'm telling. Look at it. Do you know? So when I told us that this thing, because I just paused the video a little for us to wait and see what the market will look like, because I don't want the video to be too long. I want you to see it. A lot of people will have entered this market and be expecting it to go up. So one of the things that makes a lot of people to fail in this trade is that they don't predict, and in fact they don't see what the market may do in the next few minutes or in the next distance. So I don't know what to say. But look at the market. The market dropped. Have you seen it? It's still dropping. Have you seen it? The market is still dropping. Do you know what that means? You know? Do you know what that means? I told us that the same market, the same candle. So imagine when someone placed a trade because it have crossed this place. Do you know what will have happened in that market now by now? So this is how losers. This is how people are losing in forex trading. This is how everyone is crying in the forex trading. That is why most times I don't feel so interested in telling you to enter once you see this enter, because I need to voice out, and because we have been entering. Too many of us have been entering and nothing is happening. You enter for scalping with your $10 and the spike will take you out with $18 loss. So what is the profit? So someone sent me a message and said, please remember that you are not talking to fools. Remember, and I said, yes, I know that you are not a fool. No, now I don't mean to insult you, but did you really understand what I'm saying? Did you really grab the knowledge that I'm saying? Do you really want to save yourself from these tricks, from this noise? This issue of jumping into the trade, entering and blowing accounts everywhere because of the knowledge we drop on YouTube, because we want people to be happy with us. We want to make people happy. We want to give them what they need because we need viewers. Come on. Thank you for that encouragement. But I think that there is something you need to learn. That thing is, make sure you follow the market and not just watching to place trade. Protect. Please protect. Learn to protect. So as this thing is now, what else can I do? Should I place trade in this market? No, sir. Don't do so. Allow this market to take a form of lead. And what are you going to be doing? Because it's possible that as the market gets again, it will drop back. Gets again, it will drop back. That where are you going to be placing trade? As this thing come close, it will not make a join. Once you make that join, you'll be seeing something like this. Then place your trade. You are already on profit. By so doing, this one have started coming like this. Are you seeing it? Can you see what market can do? Do you see how market can frustrate people? Then you should not enter here for spike. You know why? Because you may have waited for this thing to drop like this. It maybe didn't drop. Then that is to say that the market will have ended as engulfing candle. But this time the market have changed completely to something you cannot even say. But remember, I have my trend lines. So once this thing move down like this and end up somewhere here, that is to say the next candle will come up and move up and spike, then I will not enter for spike because it will not give me the opportunity that I need. That is how simple market can be. So if you are struggling to place trade, if you are struggling, you are fighting to make entries and you don't know how to do it, follow these simple rules. What did I say? Because a lot of people say you just ended up showing us nothing, because they have one particular thing in mind, because there is one particular thing, there is one general thing they know that they want to see again. So if you don't see that thing, I didn't make any video. My video is useless. My video is of no use to you. Why? Because you still want me to say the same thing others are saying, so that you make the same mistake others are making, so that you still end up the same way we have been ending after spending our data, time and energy. And not only that, this is not just an entertainment video, it's about investment video, that you invest what you labored for. This is money video. This is making money video. So it's not just about this. This is why I feel so pity, because at the early stage of my life, even before people started dropping videos on YouTube, I've been trading. I started when network was 2G network. When we close trade, and network will know, when you place trade and will not have any network around, before you come back, the whole account is wiped out. So by so doing, you don't know what to do. you know. But this time around, we'll have opportunity to make things right. We have opportunity to rewrite something and help our generation to stand out. So please follow this thing. What did I say? Add 12 and 14 moving average, add 25 moving average. Whatever you are doing, as long as the market is on top like this, be careful. Don't place trade for scalping. Wait for it to come back and start retracing and give you something like this. That is the only opportunity you'll have to place your trade. Just that alone. Where should I place my trade? Place your trade on 5 minutes time frame only. Visit your higher time frame to know the trending candle. Visit your higher time frame to know the trend of the day, if it is uptrend or downtrend. Don't trade against the trend, because you would definitely regret it. Because Forex is not a respecter of anybody. When I said anybody, it's not a respecter of anybody. It's not a respecter of faith, religion, or anything at all. So the only duty, the only business you have to do with Forex is for you to obey the rules. Trade when you should trade and avoid the trade, no matter how tempting it is. If you are not comfortable with it, avoid it. Then I told you to enter using this same MACD. When the MACD histogram is changing, that is to help you confirm that something is coming. That's to help you confirm that something is coming. You know, when this thing is rising, as it is rising like this, it's a sign that the market is rising. When it started going down, it's a sign that market is dropping. So you don't need to enter when you have seen that the market have closed in this place, because whatever you see is a drop, and that dropping is the spike that will go against you if you are doing scalping. Then when you want to do spike business, then expect to trade when the market is reversing. When that market is reversing, that is the spike position, and that is the opportunity you are looking for. Do you know that instead of you to be losing everything, pay for mentorship and you will grab those things at the tip of your fingers. Then you will enter trade and close your eyes. Remember that even when you have a mentor, there is still need, because a mentor is like someone that will stretch you, someone that will not hide. Joining a mentorship group or having a mentor does not mean that everything is started working. It's a kind of taking you out of what you think you know and bringing you into the realities of the Forex. And by so doing, you will now realize that, so this is because some of us think that Forex is the best way to make money, easy way to make money. If I can have $1,000, even if you have $2,000, you can still lose it, because losing $1, losing $10 and make it times 10, you have already lost 100. From there, you keep losing. Before you know it, $2,000 is gone without holding anybody. While you can scrap out something from there and beg someone to teach you and stick to the instructions of the person. By so doing, you can come up and you can even raise $100 to $200, $300, $1,000. From there, you stand. You know, so instead of you to be wasting your money and thinking that you know it, no. Do you know I'm saying this? Especially my African brothers, especially my Nigerian brothers. I beg you. Some of the Western world, some of the developed country you see, they study Forex. They have books. Yes, they have books. They have schools. They have Forex schools. There are educations going on Forex. What do we learn? YouTube only. You deposit, you lose, you borrow, you deposit, you lose. And sometimes when they will come to us, sometimes some of them that are a little bit arrogant, when they come to you, they will try to transfer aggressions on you, maybe thinking that you are the reason they fell. No, I'm not the reason, sir. I lost everything. I sold my laptop, I sold my generator, I lost almost everything. I started borrowing to trade until I realized my mistake. That is why I keep forcing out every single now and then for people like you not to make such a terrible mistake. Then if you have any mentorship at all, please stick to that person. Don't think you have paid the person to enslave himself on you. No, you are the one to disturb the person. Disturb that person. Let that person teach you. Someone said to me, what you're teaching me is what I already know. I said, if you already know those things, then why are you not making money on Forex? What is the essence of doing? Or I told you what I do to make money. Then you know it already. Why not make money like me? At least cash out $100, $200. You decide, I don't need those things. What I need is how to make $20 every single day. You are teaching me how to make $100 a day. I said, wow, good boy. Stop deceiving yourself, because what you think that is going on YouTube is not what is happening in real life. You know, if let me show you this thing in case. This thing is money. You know, I have stopped doing those things so that because you know, look at my loss size. You know, I've stopped doing those things because sometimes the more we show them these things, the more people keep killing themselves in trying to become like us. You know, they keep pushing, they keep trying, they keep investing. At the end of the day, while they are looking at our progress and our success result, at the end of the day, they are losing. So it looks as if it's fake, but it's not fake. Look at this thing. You know, we keep withdrawing almost every day. This is 433, but it's 583. You know, as it is going, it's still counting. So nothing is too hard in Forex. Just that follow simple strategy. Get one strategy that is workable, stick to it, and it will help you. Then if everything is confusing to you, pay for mentorship. Pay for mentorship and things will work out good for you. My name is GDFS. Try this simple strategy I just showed you now and you see how things will work out for you. Stay blessed.